फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Well. KKR have defeated Sunrisers Hyderabad. They have marched into the IPL finals. An amazing victory, chasing 160 runs in just 13.4 overs. They have made a mockery of one of the best teams in the tournament so far. And finally, we have found someone who has silenced Pat Cummins. Soumya, what do you think about the game? We were expecting a very close competition,
Yeah,
a very strong game of cricket, but only one team seems strong today.
yeah. Uh, Before I start, what color am I wearing? White. That's a
Right.
current color of, certainly of surrendering in front of the opponents. That's what Sunrisers Hyderabad did. Pat Cummins had said a lot, 6 months back. The Australian team wanted to silence that crowd, but today it was Pat Cummins' side who had to be silenced, and you know, great to see Shreyas Iyer doing the job. I mean, Venkatesh Iyer was on song. He looked pretty good in that. He looked in that groove. He looked very. Into that, into that zone where he was playing that qualifier match. But what a knock from Shreyas Iyer too. And yes, you rightly mentioned, yeah, it was a mockery of a chase against one of the best teams in the tournament so far. So hats off to KKR for putting up that kind of a show, and hats off to the team management, the skipper, stopping that kind of a batting lineup at 160 is a commendable task.
Absolutely, Soumya. A commendable task. Venkatesh Iyer said after the match that he never expected that they will be able to restrict SRH to 160. So let's start from the start.
Yeah.
Mitchell Stark right at the top of his run up. The way he bowled in the power play completely decimated Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Yeah.
So, but do you think it was Stark's brilliance, or were SRH batters not up to the mark? They fumbled. They didn't play to their standards.
It was about the auctions, my friend. It was about the auctions and the auction money. He had to deliver. He had to deliver. It was on him. The onus one was on him. But yes, it was more about Mitchell Stark's brilliance. I was looking at some of the matchups where Mitchell Stark has made Travis Head his bunny. In the Australian domestic circuit as well. Sheffield Shield, Big Bash. He's been cleaning him up for ages now. That one that just nips slightली away from Travis Head into the stumps, वो थोड़ा सा वहाँ पे झिकाते हैं उन्हें, और उसके बाद स्टम्प्स शैटर करते हैं वुड वर्क को पीछे. तो कहीं ना कहीं ये बहुत प्रैक्टिस है स्टार्क को. आज ये थोड़ी डिफरेंट डिलीवरी जरूर थी, लेकिन एज आई सेड, ही हैज बीन हेड हैज बीन हिज बनी in the Australian domestic circuit. But I am really disappointed with Abhishek Sharma. This was a time. Brian Lara has been talking about Abhishek Sharma not getting a very big score. So I kind of reckon this right now, because this was the time when he could have stayed in there, have scored some 70, 80, or probably 100, because you had just opened the innings. You got that, you tried to play that over extra cover and just was caught by Anderson. That was a good catch, no doubt. Catch बहुत अच्छा था, but वो जो एक अप्रोच था ना, वो मुझे बहुत प्रॉब्लमेटिक लगा. एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई एज यू हैड मेंशन्ड ऑफ द कैमरास, that's why Yuvraj Singh says that he still needs 6 months to 6 months more to get that into that group of being a part of the Indian team. So I just recollected what Brian Lara was complaining about Abhishek Sharma, despite him scoring a lot of runs and very quick runs at a very brisk pace. So yeah, today was the day when he had to chip in with a bigger score, and he failed. And that is a problem. That shows your temperament. I'm not taking anything away from what he has done in the past in this tournament, but today was the game where he should have stepped up, showed his caliber as a youngster, showed his approach, as I said, as a youngster, ki boss, I can stay there, score quick runs, and also can stitch partnerships with other
Right.
players if there was a early breakthrough. But that didn't happen. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's a learning curve for him, but you know. यार आप 6-7 साल से आप आईपीएल खेल रहे हो, यू शुड लर्न दिस.
Right, absolutely. So, Soumya, you talked about approach, you talked about mindset,
Yeah,
temperament, all those things. Obviously, the mindset and the approach that SRH has been following throughout the tournament has brought them
yeah,
many good results. They broke some records, unbelievable records throughout the tournament. But today, on such an important day, in
yeah,
such a crucial match, what I felt was that they were in a bit of a hurry somehow. Like everyone who came in wanted to score runs right
yeah.
from start till the till number 10 or number 11. Even after 9 wickets, we saw Pat Cummins trying to go for his shots and missing the ball.
Hmm.
So, do you think they should have uh, been a bit more sensible, maybe with the bat? And if they had managed to reach 180, 190, which you were telling continuously, uh, and it would have been a different ball game when they came out to defend.
As I said, as I said, जो राहुल त्रिपाठी जिस तरीके का नॉक खेल रहे थे ना, they needed someone to play a couple of more players to play that kind of a knock. That was a sheer misfortune that he got ran out. And वो एक बहुत अच्छा
Right,
brilliant effort था from Anderson in the field. वो dive करना, उसके बाद वो accurate throw लगाना, तो वो बहुत एक अच्छा रसल के एंड पे एक बहुत अच्छा एक विकेट था. But yes, Nitish Reddy, you are being talked now. The problem here lies the problem. Okay, with the youngsters of, I'm not taking anything away from what these kids have been doing for past 2 months, but this is the time when you show that. वो क्या होता है ना यार, जब आप रन्स बना रहे हो, विकेट्स ले रहे हो, दैट इज ओके, बट टेम्परामेंट बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है क्रिकेट में, नो मैटर व्हाट फॉर्मेट यू आर प्लेइंग. And that this was the time when Nitish Kumar Reddy, Shahbaz Ahmed, Abhishek Sharma had the opportunity to show their class, to show that temperament which is required to play at the highest level. अगर आप यहाँ से अपनी टीम को, Travis had got out very early, uh, उनके
right,
अलावा बैटर्स कोई चला नहीं, तो अगर अभिषेक शर्मा, शहबाज अहमद, नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी, राहुल त्रिपाठी के साथ अगर रन स्कोर करते, क्लासन ने भी कोई बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ किया नहीं आज, तो कहीं ना कहीं उनके बारे में और ज़्यादा बात होनी शुरू हो जाती, बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट गेम. That's
right.
why I'm saying, that's why I'm pointing this out. And these are the opportunities, which the Virat Kohlis and the Rohit Sharmas and KL Rahuls for that matter have made their own. उन्होंने दिखाया है, एक ऐसे सिचुएशंस को उन्होंने संभाला, इसीलिए दे आर दैट काइंड ऑफ अ नेम. एंड दैट इज व्हाई विराट कोहली पे वो डिपेंडेंसी रही है टू चेज
Right.
डाउन टोटल्स, रोहित शर्मा पे वो डिपेंडेंसी रही है टू पोस्ट बिग टोटल्स, क्योंकि उनको ट्रिकी सिचुएशन से अपनी टीम्स को निकालना बहुत पहले सीख लिया था उन्होंने. And these youngsters need to do that. So I'm really disappointed with all the youngsters today, because this was a chance where your so-called senior lads didn't put up a good show. So you had an
Right.
opportunity, but that has gone in vain. And also, I mean, Sanveer Singh is a good player, but Washington Sundar would have made more sense to me. I mean, that boy is just getting is that boy being benched is just a sheer waste of a talent. He's very
Right.
talented. He can open the innings. He can play in the middle order. He can bowl in the power play. He can bowl in the middle overs. He can also bowl an over here and there in the death overs in the last five, not in the death, but in the last 5 or 6. So that's a sheer waste of a talent if you're asking to sit on the bench and getting, with all due respect, getting a Sanvi Singh into the playing 11.
Right. I think it's difficult to see someone like Sundar sitting on the bench, as you
Yeah,
it's just mentioned, and what you mentioned about the youngsters, I think again was on point right there.
yeah,
That is why where I think experience matters. That is why Kohli plays the way he plays. People
yeah.
keep talking about strike rates and all those things, but I think these are the situations where those things matter.
या
Talking
ढाई
about
सौ मैच या 250 खेलने के बाद अगर 140 का स्ट्राइक रेट है ना, तो लेट्स जस्ट एंड दिस स्ट्राइक रेट का डिबेट यार. दिस इज जस्ट
exactly.
I'm going on record and saying this is just a narrative that just goes on, and people sitting on their IEC rooms on their chairs and just talk about the strike rate. Yeah, come on, please, just give me a break from this. I've had enough of this. I just need a break from this now.
We should talk about KKR's betting right now. Soumya, completely outdid SRH bowling. Do you think SRH could have done something better with the ball or in the field? They dropped too many catches as well. So
Yeah, I mean,
could
that
they have
is,
made a better effort to defend such a low total differences?
dropping catches is one part, but what I felt was 160 on the board. और उन्होंने हार मान लिया था. So they had their shoulders down, which is not right. You had 160 on the board. You had the bowling lineup, which has what? Pat Cummins, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Shahbaz Ahmed, and if who am I missing out? Uh,
Nitish Reddy as well, and
yeah, and that spinner guy,
he is a
uh,
spinner. It's quite difficult to pronounce his
Westkant,
name.
Westkant, yeah, Westkant. I mean, if you have these kind of bowlers, and also Abhishek can also bowl. Travis had, I mean, if he is there in the bowling 11, he can also bowl. So you had decent bowlers who can chip in with some wickets, who could have, you know, derailed that chase. मतलब 13.4 overs में आपने उस chase को होने दिया. That is in
Exactly.
itself is something which you really need to go back on the drawing board and have a detailed discussion about it. I mean, Pat Cummins, Natarajan. I forgot Natarajan. Natarajan picked up one
Natarajan,
wicket as
right?
well. So Natarajan, you had a Natarajan, you had a Bhuvi at your disposal. You yourself is great talent. He's a great bowler, world class bowler. I mean, I don't know why were you on the back foot from ball one, and then just adding on to the dropped catches. Travis had dropped one of Shreyas Iyer. Klassen dropped one of Shreyas Iyer. So yeah, I mean, a lot needs to be a lot need to be talked about. But I can simply simplify this in a way that SRH just needs to go back to the drawing board and rejig their plans. That's it. Nothing else.
Okay, so just one last thing before we conclude
Yep.
this discussion, Soumya. You mentioned our dropped shoulders, and they had given
Yeah.
up right from the start of their bowling. But do you think one of the reasons might be that the way they have been batting throughout the tournament, they would have expected to easily cross 200, but they fell well short of that total? And would that be the reason that they are not interested in defending that total? And maybe if there was some other team would have put some more efforts with the ball?
Now there lies the problem then. If your dependency is on scoring a 200 plus on that kind of a ground, I mean that's a lot of problem then. But your bowling attack, as I said, your bowling attack is not a bad one. It's a very balanced one. I just feel Washington Sundar makes a lot of difference. But again, apart from barring that, even if he's not there, you have a lot of world class bowlers. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Natarajan has been out of the Indian team because of the injury concerns. He played what, one or two test matches and he showed his class. So Pat Cummins himself he's a world class bowler. So I mean, you don't really have that. You are not short of the firepower in the bowling unit. It is just that your shoulders were down from the word go. You made it. You made that total look very very small and easy. That was the problem. And as I said, you just need to go back and rejig your plans, because if RCB comes into the qualifier too, boss, they have been a team जिनके पास वो कहते हैं ना, they have nothing to lose. They
Exactly.
have been playing a phenomenal cricket just because they don't have any pressure on themselves. उन्होंने last CSK के against भी करा है. That was just because they had no pressure on themselves. It was pure
Right.
joy that they had. That bhai, we were almost
We
written
were
off.
anyways knocked out.
We were anyways knocked out. We had been written off a month back or so, not even a month back, and now we are playing for a place in the qualifiers. जिस तरीके से उन्होंने CSK against खेला, so they are very confident and very pumped up. So you really need to pull up your socks and pray you don't meet an RCB in that qualifier too. That's for sure.
Undoubtedly, it will be interesting to see tomorrow's game between RCB and RR. At the same time, we will bring you all the updates from that match as well. Join us before the match as well for the preview show. For now, KKR have made it into the finals. A big performance by Mitchell Stark. Amazing stuff by the
Kudos,
IR.
kudos to Captain Shreyas Iyer. Congratulations for a
Undoubtedly,
second final in his captaincy career. He did that
right.
with DC as well, if I'm not mistaken. 2020,
Yes, yes,
twenty
right.
twenty. Yeah, that they
20.
lost to Mumbai Indians. The finals they lost to Mumbai Indians, but again, that was the first time Delhi Capitals made it to the finals, ended as runners-up. And again, the partnership of the Gautam Gambhir and the Shreyas Iyer and the Chandrakant Pandit and Sunil Narayan and Phil Salt and Venkatesh Iyer and
Like
Andrew
not on
Russell
Andhra side.
and Harshit Rana and
And,
who not?
and finally, Mitchell Stark joining the partnership
Mitchell
as well.
Stark joining the party, Vaibhav as well. Who am I forgetting anyone? Bharat Arun. Yeah, Bharat Arun.
Right.
The unsung hero probably of this support staff. Now Gurbaz is also there, so I just hope he does something in the finals because I'm really a big fan of his. So yeah, he's a perfect replacement for Phil Salt. Can score quickly,
Right.
has a lot of guts to score in the power play over. So yeah, I just hope he does something really good in the finals.
Right. Thank you, Soumya, for all your insights. Thank you for watching us. Stay tuned to Cricket Next.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें,
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस,
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।